we're here at near the monster stuff at the Burning
Blade Tavern.
Burning Blade Tavern. I keep wanting to call it something else. You might be able to hear some of the Frankenstein castle noises and some of the kind of spooky music. And there is a crazy monster hunter that could come in and
she
scream
could come up
again.
at any time.
She's hilarious. She is a really great actress, actually. She's very loud.
She came in earlier really loud, and she came up to me and she said, when you came in, was the blade burning? And I said, no. And she said, you're welcome. She said that's because there was no monsters loose right now. The blade only burns when there's a monster loose. So
got it.
Which was quite fun. Yeah, I like interacting with the people. It seems like this park has more characters, not necessarily like Mickey or Minnie or anything like that, but just
Apple.
But just characters. Here she comes.
Here she comes. I don't know if I can make it.
You are still here.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been waiting for you.
I'm scared to leave Burning Blade Tavern.
I think so.
You're safe because I know it's here.
Yeah.
I know. I feel.
You were here earlier. You seen any monsters?
No.
No.
So you're welcome. Out in the bath and finding the monsters came into a big bunch of harpies.
Really?
You know what harpies?
They're not.
Half bird, half woman. No.
I do. They're not nice.
They are not nice. Many say they are evil. I say vindictive. They're angry because of their feathers, huh?
Ah.
So they take from people walking around with legs. They like the shiny things, huh?
Oh. Oh.
Shiny thing for me is my crossbow. So I take shiny thing and give them shiny thing for the last time. You are welcome. Don't
Thank
worry,
you.
They are not around here. They got very close.
Awesome.
They see this on you.
I think they. I'll put it under my shirt from now
Over
on.
your shirt. Best not to advertise. There is more harpies where that came from.
Yeah.
We were telling our friends about you and how you were protecting us.
Okay, what should where your friends? They're in the box.
They're in the
In the
box. If
How
you,
did they get in there? Is this cursed?
maybe, but I think they're okay. They're happy.
Okay, you put them in the box.
No, they kind of put themselves
They
in
put
the box.
themselves in the box.
Many people put themselves in a box. Huh?
Yes.
Very philosophical conversation we are having in Burning. Many times you think outside the box, but these think inside the box, therefore they stay inside the box.
Oh.
This is their own curse. You cannot help them. They can only help themselves.
I like that. That's actually a perfect message for
It
now.
is a good
Yes, it
message.
is. You are welcome.
I appreciate it.
Okay. If you need me, you know how to call me. You know,
Yeah.
now you do. Come on.
But everybody else might not know.
Oh, yes. Over here, Mom Binky Bluey. I see the name of it. Which name is yours?
Is she not the best?
Everyone, we have a bandit amongst us, eh?
Oh, a bandit. Right, Apple. I was thinking about you. I was like, I kind of hope she comes back so everybody can see how fun she is. So yeah, and one of the other things I wanted to point out about this theme park over almost all the others. So I feel like you get some of it in Diagon Alley because the Death Eaters.
Yeah.
And
All right, if you need my help, you know how
Goodbye,
to call me. They know how to call me. I show you how to call me. Ow! Let's do it, huh?
okay.
Ow!
Oh!
Okay, I'm going inside. If you need me, you now know the call, huh? Where the rest of your friends?
So actually last Halloween on TikTok, there was Death Eater TikTok.
Yeah.
Death Eater TikTok. So basically, it was like a thirst trap with the Death Eater.
Yeah, it was
And
hilarious.
so people were coming to try and entrap them in a way when usually they just do show. They say stuff or they come over and they kind of, give you a little scare. But here, every land, so we were in Paris, near the Ministry of Magic, and there were exchange students along with, so there were 3 teenagers doing a project dressed in their home wizarding wear.
One was from Ivermore, the American Wizarding School, or Alvermore. I don't know how you say Ivermore or something like that. Ilvermore.
It's okay.
It's in Massachusetts. And then the other one was from Beauxbatons, because of course it's Paris, and that's where the Beauxbatons school is. And then the other one was from Hogwarts. She was Hufflepuff.
Yeah, but
And they were doing a joint assignment on
looking for monsters.
looking for
fantastic beasts.
magical beasts. Yes, they were
Magical
looking
beasts.
for fantastic.
So we're sitting at the cafe, and we were outside near the street, and they just came up and they're like, "Hey,
Started talking.
can you talk? Have you seen any magical beasts?" And we had been into the circus. We talked about that for a while. There were also different characters dressed in the time of Fantastic Beasts, like a sheriff with a wand. I think we showed you some of that in one of the later lives.
In the evening live, maybe.
But one of the cool things when they opened up Diagon Alley is they had some actors who would come around and look sneaky because it was the scary place. But like here, there's been Dr. Frankenstein who plays the violin. Remember? Igor, the monster hunter.
Yeah, the Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man who's very snarky.
He's very snarky.
It's delightful. It's like, and when we were in the Isle of Berk, the How to Train Your Dragon Land, there were just like some kids around.
They were the two friends of the Dragon Rider guy. The
Right.
two like surfer dude friends.
Yeah.
Were there.
And so there are a lot of actors, like a lot.
Yeah.
When we were we didn't stay in Nintendo long enough to know if there are actors there, but I would be surprised.
I would be really surprised if there's not.
And weren't there actors? Didn't we see some people in Celestial Park, or did we?
No, just the singers. There was a lot of singers, and I think that's all I remember is the singers. But there might be more. We haven't seen what goes on there too much at night.
No, we just saw it with you guys.
We just did the carousel and then left. Go.
Okay. We're sharing.
Had a little technical difficulty on the one little turn there, but it looks good. Woo! And there she goes. And the blade has stopped.